guys, now this is one of my most favorite functions of Helium 10 Cerebro. I'm going to show you today how you can analyze multiple competitors in order to find the top keywords for a niche as a whole for your brand new listing. You guys ready to go? Let's go ahead and hop right into it. First of all, let me show you exactly how to get the top ASINs, all right? So let's just say that I know I'm going to make a coffin shelf, and this was like the most relevant keyword. Well, what I want to do is first get a baseline product that is not selling well as my seed keyword, or my seed product, I should say. All right, now you might be wondering, why do I want to get one that doesn't sell well? Well, the reason is I want to make sure that my top competitors that I have chosen are all going to be analyzed on the same page. And if I would use as my baseline product one of the top competitors, now it's not going to be analyzed by the comparison metric in Cerebro. All right, that might not make any sense right now, but it's going to make sense in a couple of seconds. So let's just say that I'm going to make a just regular size coffin shelf, all right? Well, what I'm going to do is I am first going to choose that baseline one. And let me go ahead and find one here towards the bottom of this coffin shelf page. Here's one that only gets 14 sales, so I know this is not going to be one of the main products for here. So I select that first, all right? It's important that the first one that you select in X-ray, this is considered the baseline product. Now, just FYI, if I was in a brand new search of Cerebro, I could just copy ASINs, you know, like by hitting this or just by highlighting it here and one by one pasting it here. It's going to do the same thing, but I really like using X-ray because I don't have to copy and paste anything, all right? So again, I just selected my first ASIN, all right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to like sort this by sales. I want the highest selling products to show up at the top. And then I need to pick the products that are most relevant. So again, I'm going to make a black coffin shelf that's medium size and maybe priced between $20 and $30. And so I need to find the competitors that are closest to form and function and price. And the reason is because here's a product here that I don't know what the heck this is, a post bed canopy. Now, the reason why this is showing up here on this search results, I have no idea. But I really care what keywords this canopy is ranking for? Not necessarily. If I want to find the top 10 to 15 keywords for a niche as a whole, I really don't care what keywords this is coming up for, because it's completely relevant to my product. You know, it might be interesting for like my second or third stage of keyword research, but this is definitely not going to find me my top keywords. So let's just go through here and then select like 4 or 5. You can go up to 10 or more top competitors to really get the top keywords. This one, guess what, guys? This is a top selling one. Look at this, selling $50,000 a month, but this is a makeup shelf. I'm going to say no. I really don't care at this point, what keywords this is ranking for, because I just have a regular coffin shelf that has nothing to do with makeup holders. Here's the same thing. Here's a coffin letterboard. I definitely want to dive into this later, but at this point, this is not that interesting to me. So let's just see here. Here we go. This is a coffin shelf that's $30 and looks very similar to my potential product. Here's another one that's selling like $6,000 a month. I definitely want to see what that's doing. This is a bat shelf. I don't care about that. Here's a chair. Let's just say this wasn't our product. So I'm just going to go ahead and pretend that this is not our product and then select this as a competitor. Let's keep going here. Here's another coffin shelf. Here's another one that seems kind of relevant. I'm not going to select it again here because this is just a sponsored ad. Let me just do 1 or 2 more. We'll do this one, and then maybe we'll go ahead and do this one. All right. And so what I'm going to hit here now is run keyword search. Now, what this is going to show me is it's going to show me with that one baseline product as the core, it's going to show me all of those other keywords, or all of those other products, I should say, all of the keywords that it's potentially ranking for. So this number should be a lot. And yeah, as you can see here, look at this. It found almost 8,000 total keywords. That means there's 8,000 total keywords that are related to all of those products that we had come up with here as the main products. Here is that main baseline product. And then here are the others that we had entered into here. All right. So out of all these keywords, there's a total of 7,600 unique keyword phrases that these products are either showing up for in sponsored results or showing up for in organic results, or that Amazon recommends for any one of these products. Now, again, the main purpose of this is we are trying to find the top 10 or 15 keywords that are driving sales to these top competitors. You saw some of those competitors were making $5, $10, $15, $20,000 or more. Well, you'd want to know what are the main keywords for the niche as a whole, not just one competitor. And this is why this is so valuable, is because maybe if you just base your keyword research on the top selling competitor, I guarantee you that you are not going to have a wide enough view of the keywords that are really driving sales to this niche, because the top competitor might not have all the best competitors. The second or third or fourth or fifth best one, maybe they're getting sales from a keyword that top competitor isn't getting many sales from. So it's important to do your research at the niche level, which is what we're doing here. So the next step that I want to do to get those top 10 or 15 is I'm going to expand this out. Now, one thing you notice here, there are a lot more filters here that show up as opposed to when you just did that single ASIN search. Now, we're going to get into some of these later, these advanced rank filters, but some of these other new ones here are relative rank. What basically this means is where the seed product that you entered is ranking for relative to those other products. Now, we're going to get into this one a little bit more when we talk about analyzing this against your own product. But in this case, we're going to skip. We're going to go ahead and skip that filter. So what some of these new filters that don't show up in the single one are sponsored rank average. So this means for a certain keyword, where the average position that it's showing up for in sponsored rank. Sponsored rank count means for a certain keyword, how many of these competitors are actually showing up for in sponsored results? How many are actually paying to advertise for that keyword? Amazon recommended rank. So let's just say coffin shelf black. We see the Amazon recommended rank here is 19. So that means for the different competitors out there, this is what the average position is of this keyword as far as how Amazon recommends that you advertise for it. Amazon recommended rank count. This shows how many of these listings here actually Amazon recommends that they advertise for that certain keyword. Competitor rank average. This is one of the keys here. What I want to put in here, if I want to find the top competitors, is I want to see not where these products are showing up for, like on the, page 7 or 6. I want to see where if I were to take the average rank, the average organic position of all of these products, that they're kind of all on average ranking on page 1. That's really going to show me which keywords are the most valuable to this niche. Ranking competitors. This is another important one for this first step of trying to find those top 10 to 15 keywords. I don't want to see the keywords where just one competitor is ranking for or two. If I've got, how many do I have here? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would say, hey, I would like to see keywords where at least four out of these 7, they're all ranking for it. And not only are they all ranking for it, but they're all ranking on page 1 on average. All right. Competitor performance. I'm not going to use this here, but basically what this is the last column over here. The high performance scores. This means that a lot of competitors here are all ranking for the same keyword and they're all ranking quite high. If the number here of competitor performance score is low, that means there's probably only 1 or 2, if any, that are ranking for it, and they might be ranking a little bit low. So let's go ahead and apply these filters and see how we can narrow it down here. Look at that. That narrowed it down to 35 keywords. All right. We got down from 8,000 to 35. So again, we are trying to find the top keywords for this coffin shelf niche as a whole. So what I want to do is the next one I want to do is definitely search volume. Let's go ahead and enter in a minimum of 500 search volume. And let's see how that narrows it down even further. Boom goes the dynamite. Look at that. 9 keywords. We just, in a couple of minutes here, narrowed down a list of almost 8,000 keywords to potentially the top 9 keywords for the niche as a whole. So why do I call this the top keywords? Well, number one, these are the keywords that are searched for the most, more than 500 times. These are the keywords that not just one competitor or one of these top products are ranking for, but at least 4 out of those 7. All right, you could put 5 out of 7, you could put 6 out of 7, it's up to you. But if 4 out of the top 7 competitors are all ranking for it, this gives you more confidence that it's not just a keyword relevant to like one product only, but multiple of these top products are all ranking for it. The last filter we use here is the competitor rank average. Sure, maybe there's 5 or 6 or 7 products all ranking for the same keyword, but if they were all ranking at position 300, is that really an important keyword for this niche? No, because nobody's actually buying products when they're on page 7. But I put in their competitor rank average from 1 to 30, meaning, hey, show me the ones where if I were to take the average position of where these products show up for, they're almost all on page 1. And let's take a look at some of these products that came up here. Coffin shelf for wall, coffin shelves, coffin shelf large, coffin shelf. That was that keyword that we first found. Coffin bookshelf, Gothic shelves. Let me just show you guys exactly here. Let's go to Amazon and then let's actually look at here, Gothic shelf. And look, this keyword we had shown, or this, I'm sorry, this product had shown up. This product had shown up. There's another one that showed up. Here's another one. So these are those exact products that we had shown up here. Helium 10 accurately said that, hey, they're all kind of on page 1 for this keyword. So right here, this is kind of like should be step 1. If you are going to have a brand new listing on Amazon, your first step of keyword research should be, let me find the top 10 or 15 keywords that are driving sales to the top products in my niche as a whole. And so again, that process is identify a low selling baseline product for your first product, and then pick 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or even 10 or more of the most relevant products to the product that you are going to sell. Remember, if you're selling a black coffin shelf, you don't want to be looking at a bat-shaped shelf or a pink coffin shelf for the keywords that are driving sales for this stage. Like maybe later you want to get some of those keywords, but this first step should be identifying the top 10 or 15 phrases for your niche. So you do that by getting a baseline product, getting the top 4, 5, 6, or 7 most relevant to you competitors, putting it into Cerebro, and then use these filters of search volume, ranking competitors, and competitor rank average to narrow it down to those top 10 or 15 keywords. Now, in the next video, I want to give kind of the step 1B. This is like step 1A of keyword research for a new listing. But in the next video, what would be the next step to find kind of like still top level keywords, but maybe keywords that some of these top competitors missed out on? I'll see you in the next video.